my son was about to get thrown out of daycare, and Stanley was like, "Okay, that's it." He took out the handcuffs. My son's only 2.5. Started laughing, and from that day on, we just hit it off.
My impressions of him is he's a good, wonderful human being.
I guess I have to go back to my mother. She ran ABCD, Dorchester APAC, and I was in charge of a youth center, and she was always into helping the community. So I guess it's kind of a family standoff from there. She rubbed off on me, and it seemed like I was always doing something to help the community.
He has a way of dealing with the kids, with their issues, but also conveying to them how he respects them.
A lot of our kids have gotten into trouble, and they're able to go to him and talk to him about just different issues of court, you know, what they can expect, what's going to happen.
Kids can read you. This is the microwave generation. They like it hot and they like it quick. And they can read you in 5 seconds and know whether or not you're telling the truth and whether you care about them. Stanley has that persona.
I'm not a phony. You know what I'm saying? I've been there, seen it, but I'm not a phony. So they respect the realness.
And I think the work that he does is very important because it's very similar, even at my time I've spent here with Teen Empowerment. It's not just about knocking kids around and trying to get kids to act right. It's teaching them the benefits of making good decisions.
Some of these kids have no way to go with a problem except for what the street teaches them. Shoot, bang, boom, and over. But you give them another avenue, that helps a lot. That helps a lot.
He made English High School a better place because when I started back in '94, it was just more or less chaos in the hallways.
Basically, there was going to be a race crisis, and he pulled all the major players together, calmed them down, and said, "Listen, there's no reason for this." Just totally took hold of the situation and just calmed them all down. It was wonderful.
My thing was, who's the toughest kid in school? Who runs the building? And I go out and I speak to him, and I tell him, listen, there's a new sheriff in town. I tell him just like that, right up front. I had one kid tell me, "Hey, listen, I run this place." I said, "Well, you used to. There's a new sheriff in town." But I also told him, all I want you to do is get your education.
He could have left and gone to the Boston Police Department and made a whole lot more money. But Stan answers to a higher power.
I think for him, it's not about what he's achieved, it's what other people have achieved by him being present.
We always used to call Butch as the dreamer. He had big dreams. But you know what? Some of those dreams he had came true.
This job I do with the Boston School Police, with Teen Empowerment, with the Roxbury Boys Club, is not to build me up. I want to see the youth that I touch hands build themselves up and go much further than I have ever gone. That's my reward.
He enjoys life, and he's one person who's going to get every drop of everything that's owed to him for living.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to Teen Empowerment and thank you to Stanley Butch. I'm flattered. I've had other honors given to me by the Boston Police Department for getting guns and stuff, but that's in the line of my duty and of my job. This is much higher in my eyes than any award that I've ever gotten.
Stan, I love you, and I miss you. You have had an impact. You have been a mentor to me, a friend to me, a protector of me, and I love you dearly. I miss you every day. They don't make people like you anymore, Stan. They broke the mold.